So
All right.
the S&P coming into the decline. So
All right.
the S&P coming into the decline was 15%. I mean, that was epic. It was down
year-to-date,
15%.
we were down over just over 15%.
So now I'm just going to go ahead and put a line. We're back to even, right?
Right.
You have erased that. There are only, here's our next number, there are only 4 years in history where the market has gone from down 15 to flat.
Right.
And one of those years was 1982.
Right.
And I'm just going to put up this name. This will mean something to a lot of people.
Yes.
Paul Volcker was the head of the Federal Reserve. Interest rates at the time were 13%.
Right.
13%.
Right. Yes. So, I mean, the 1982 period is fascinating to look at because when you talk about central bankers, Paul Volcker is considered the gold standard when you look back at it. Back at the time, he was criticized from all angles for what he was doing. Carter, as he was president, called his policy, and Carter appointed him, called his policies ill-advised. Ted Kennedy was calling for an end of the autonomy of the Fed. There was even someone arrested at Capitol Hill with a gun because he was trying to take members of the FOMC hostage because rates were so high. So it was a crazy time.
So maybe you're making us feel better about Trump
but
just
can you
saying that we
imagine
should
if
be
social
getting rid of
media was
power?
around then, how crazy it would have been? But getting back to these years. So the years, 1982 is one of them. We had 1970, 2009, and 2020. All years where we had some major problems going on in the economy.
COVID
or the
being
market.
2020.
Exactly,
Everyone's
financial
memory.
crisis. And then when we came back, and then we rallied back to even, there was still tons of uncertainty in the markets. People were thinking, okay, this could just go south really quickly again.
Yeah.
But in all those 4 periods, the market ended up, even after that rebound, ended up over the course of the next year trading higher over the next 3, 6, and 12 months, all of those times. So it just goes to show that the market, when as people, our psychology is to get so invested in the day-to-day headlines and make rash decisions. But the economy has been through it all.